Dr. Catherine Gafrida Bailey.
And I'm Luke Walker, and welcome to our new video blog series presented by the West Virginia Autism Training Center at Marshall University.
The holidays are just around the corner, and so for our first episode, we're going to discuss how to prepare for the holiday season. Now, we know this is a time for joyful memories, comforting traditions, and family time, but the stressors of the season can sometimes overshadow these positives.
Yeah, most individuals with autism spectrum disorder are especially likely to get overstimulated by all of the sensory input. There's changes in routine, and there's increased expectation of social interactions.
And let's face it, the holiday season is pretty overstimulating for us all, but especially for our friends with ASD. So knowing this, we've put together some easy, effective strategies to prepare individuals with ASD and parents for a low-stress, enjoyable holiday season. So first, we'll discuss some general holiday considerations. In terms of family routines, to the greatest extent possible, you want to maintain a consistent, predictable schedule throughout the holiday season. And in turn, this minimizes disruptions to the individual's familiar routine. We know that unforeseen circumstances come up during the holidays, snow days arise, things like that, and that can be very challenging for individuals to transition. But as much as possible, even if your snow day schedule or your holiday schedule is predictable, that will ultimately help your child.
We want to think about sensory needs. So parents and caregivers often know the individual sensory needs and triggers best, and be mindful that their tolerance for sensory intake may remain unchanged during this holiday season. For example, there's blinking lights, there's musical decorations, even strong smelling candles could be highly upsetting or even physically painful to some of our individuals.
Definitely. In terms of involving siblings, if you have a sibling who wants to be more involved with their brother or sister on the spectrum, sit them down for a relaxed, positive conversation about their sensory, social, and communication needs. It also might be helpful to discuss the family strategies during potentially stressful activities. Sometimes siblings, we find, don't understand that their brother or sister with ASD has a separate set of rules, and some jealousy can involve, things like that. So this will be a really good time to discuss those differences and strategies.
Yeah, absolutely. Think about the holiday shopping environment too. There's crowded, noisy stores in the weeks before the holidays, and they can be very overstimulating for everyone, especially our individuals with ASD. You can make a list of items in advance, and this can help keep trips as brief and organized as possible. You could even give a list especially for your son or daughter on the spectrum, and don't forget headphones if they can help block out some of those distractions.
In terms of giving back, the holiday season is an awesome time for teaching kindness and goodwill. So you want to encourage your child to help with donating their toys, making meals for others, or volunteering as a family. You might even want to clean out some toys and donate them to make room for new surprises.
So, preparing for special events, you could use something like a social story. So, reading a social story together before new events or a family gathering can help the individual know what to expect and the expected behaviors there. If possible, you could even include photos of the people and the places he or she will be visiting.
Right, and you can make your own social story that's specific to that individual, or there's a plethora of free ones online. Posting a family calendar of holiday activities in a visible location may also be helpful. The calendar could list general events or be really specific regarding holiday activities, such as putting up decorations, shopping for gifts, family movie night, etc.
Think about the fine motor skills of your individual. Individuals with fine motor skill difficulties could benefit from practicing beforehand, unwrapping gifts with small fun items in a game format in advance, or you can consider using colored bubble wrap as a sensory-friendly alternative to traditional wrapping paper.
I think bubble wrap sounds pretty fun. In terms of practicing social behaviors, some individuals may benefit from role-playing holiday social behaviors, such as greeting family members or reacting to unwanted gifts. However, it's imperative to realize that physical affection, such as hugging and kissing relatives, should be at the individual's comfort level and discretion. Sometimes individuals with ASD have difficulty with boundaries and things like that, and you want to teach them that it's their body, their choice. Explaining this to family members in advance might help alleviate potentially awkward situations or hurt feelings.
And I love that idea of practicing reacting to unwanted gifts, because we know that could be a big problem on the day.
Right, exactly. Or, hey, I already have 5 of those.
Yeah. So you want to think about safe spaces too. You want to identify a quiet room or a location in advance during the event for the individual to decompress. It may be helpful. You could pack a small bag with some of his or her favorite things in, and this can further help to foster comfort with the location. Make sure the individual knows where it is and how to request it when needed.
Right, because they serve as transitional items, or calming items. Predictability is so important. So you want to let the individual know in advance where you're going, who will be there, what activities will take place, and when you'll arrive and leave. And that gives them a sense of control. Sometimes, if it's possible, even giving the individual a choice. Would you rather do this first or that first? Not always possible, but within reason can also give them a sense of control in the situation.
You want to really be proactive. Recognize your child's early signs of anxiety, and it can help to intervene early before a potential challenge occurs. So utilize positive behavior support strategies to help the individual adjust to any changes.
Ultimately, many parents and caregivers pressure themselves to make every aspect of the holiday season seem unrealistically perfect, and it can be a lot.
Yeah, sometimes the most memorable events happen when things don't quite go as planned. So don't be afraid to scale back or even start a new family tradition to replace one that no longer fits your family's needs.
Absolutely. Finally, taking time to restore your own energy levels and peace of mind during the holiday season ultimately benefits everyone in your family, especially you as a parent or caregiver.
So we wish you a joyful and memorable holiday season from the West Virginia Autism Training Center, and check out more of our videos on our YouTube channel.
Thank you, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.